Hi everybody, this is Kazan. Today I'm going to show you how to make this shaped window card that I used with JustRite Stamps, Spellbinder die templates and some Want to Scrap Nestabling. To start off with, you're going to make a shaped card. You're going to need to cut the shape first, and for that I'm going to use Spellbinders fleur-de-lis rectangle. And you're going to take your cardstock, fold it in half, and you're going to position your die template with a cut side down, that little ridge side down over your cardstock, so that this cut side slightly overlaps the edge, if you can see over there. And you're going to secure that with a little piece of tape. And the reason why we want that cut side to overlap is we don't want it to cut all the way through and then ruin our card shape. And I'm going to place this folded cardstock and die template on my base plate A with your cut side up like that. And you can see it peeping out over there. Cover that with your cutting plate C and run it through your grand caliber. Now sometimes, depending on the thickness of your cardstock, you might have to run it through twice, and you'll be able to see that once you take a little peek at it. And I think I've got all my edges cut through nicely, but I might just flip it around once like this and run it through just one more time for good measure. I'm going to cut it through with my grand caliber. And then we can remove it. And then this peels off neatly like this. And see, it just, everything just comes out neatly. So all that's left now is just to take a few of these little excess pieces of paper off. You can just use your fingernail just to gently pry them out like that. And once you've done all of them, you'll be left with a perfect little shaped card. Okay, now the next step to do is with a perfect little shaped card just like that. My cameraman's giving me the signal. Now the next thing that you're going to do is, I wanted on my card, you can see over here that my cover, my front cover of my card is a different color. So you're going to cut out with the same fleur-de-lis rectangle a shape with a different color cardstock. So I'm going to use blue. And once again, position it on your base plate A, cut side up, put your cardstock over like that, and cutting plate C, and run it through. This is going to make your card a little bit sturdier as well, especially when you're adding a few embellishments like roses or Nestabling. Alright, now I've got my cover shape cut out. Like that. Now to get it to fit perfectly onto the front of my card, I like to use a spray adhesive. So you just pop all these little excess pieces of paper out, so they come out very easily like that. Now I'd like to adhere this to this, but I don't want any of my background showing through or lifting up, and for that I use a regular photo spray adhesive. And I recommend that you go ahead and spray this outside. The directions are pretty clear about that too. It's highly flammable, so I just step outside to give it a quick swish outside and then come inside, and it fits perfectly onto your cover. And I've gone ahead and prepared one that I've already applied adhesive to and adhered to my card. Now we're going to cut out the window part. So what you do for that is you take another Spellbinders die template, and this time I'm going to use a rectangle from the classic rectangle set, and you're going to adhere it to the front panel of your card, cut side down. The nice thing about Spellbinder die templates is that you can see exactly where you need to position your die templates because of this fun little hole in the middle. It's great for stamping to see where your images are, or in this case cutting out a window card. Once again, I'm just going to secure it with a little piece of tape like that. And because I don't want to cut my window on both sides of my card, I'm going to open it up, flip it over so that the cut side is up, lay it down on my base plate A, cover it with my base plate C, and cut it with my grain caliber die cutting machine. Now folks, you have the basis for a shaped window card, and then there's just going to be one additional step to finish this. You can see the Spellbinder die templates cut through the first layer and the second layer quite nicely, and there you have a window card that's got a hole in the middle. How's that? Now the next step, and the final step, is you stamp your sentiment onto some cardstock like I've done over here. Get all the pieces of paper out the way. I've stamped my sentiment, and this is from JustRite Because I Care set. And the nice thing about this is this has been designed specifically to coordinate with Spellbinders fancy tags too. So you can use any one of these stamps with a matching die template. And I use this beautiful little scroll oval. So what you do is you take your die template and flip it over, and once again we have that window in our die template so we can find out exactly where we need to position it, secure it with a little bit of tape like that, and run it through your machine. Now to save time, you could have probably cut these out all at once because of the large cutting surface, but I just wanted to make sure that you got all the steps that you needed. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and then the very final step is applying the Nestabling. So the other product that has been designed to coordinate with Spellbinder die templates is this beautiful gems or bling pearls that fit perfectly on Spellbinder die templates, and the company that makes this is called Want to Scrap, and it comes like this, and these all fit on the different die templates, and specifically the fancy tags 2 Spellbinders. So once you remove your cut shape from your cardstock like this, you're going to be able to apply your Nestabling. I'm going to just gently pry this out. Some of these areas are a little bit intricate, and that gives the Spellbinders their beautiful shape, but you might just need a little bit of prying just to get it out without tearing some of those little delicate flourishes and scrolls. There we go. Alright, so now I have my Spellbinders Fancy Tags 2 shape with my coordinating JustRite stamp in the middle, and if you can see now, if I take this Nestabling, it fits perfectly onto the shape. And what you do is you just take the Nestabling, you gently remove it from its backing like this, and you're going to have a solid piece of bling, and then you gently position it onto your cut die, and then all that's remained to do is to adhere it with some glue dots to the front of your card like this. And I can just quickly show you. I'm just going to take a glue dot over there, pop it on there, take a glue dot over there, like that, and then I just adhere it to the front of my card, like that. And you have a shaped window card that is delicate and beautiful with Spellbinders die templates, the coordinating JustRite stamp, and the coordinating Nestabling. Thanks for joining me today, folks. Have a nice day.